Hello students, I hope you watch my video how to write the papers and how to write the answers in Fairbook. If you're not able to understand, you can ask me in comments or email me. I try my level best to give the answer as early as possible. And many of you demand for objective section. Definitely I will cover up that how you are able to write the answer of objective sections. Okay. Now, after completing chapter 1, we will go for chapter 2. First World War and Russian Revolution. Okay. So here we will discuss the lesson into two parts. First World War and Russian Revolution. So let's start without any disturbance. As you are able to see on the screen, this is the situation, one of the pictorial representation of this First World War. Okay, and you can able to see, and then we will talk about Russian Revolution. Before we start our lesson, we will go for situation. We will go for understand that why First World War and Russian Revolution occurred. Okay, the fundamental ideology or fundamental reasons we have to go for. The yearning means desire. Yearning of the Western European countries for expansion of their empire and acquire new territories, that is called colonies, result in these countries going to Asia and Africa. Now many European countries, they have a desire, they have an expectation that we want to expand our empire. Okay, we want to expand the area, we want to expand our controlling, we have to expand our ruling, and we acquire means capture new territories, colonies, new areas. Now this particular greed, this particular desire result in these countries going to Asia and Africa, because European countries would like to capture the places of Asia and Africa. Thus, they establish their colonies and expand their rule. So they expand the colonies, expand their ruling area. Consequently, there arose a competition between European nations to establish colonies. Who established maximum area under that ruling? That kind of competition start between European nations. Now this greed of colonization, means capturing the places among the Western European nations, cause economic, social and cultural ruin, destroy of Asian and African countries. The greed of, I again repeat, the greed of colonization means what? The greed of capturing new places of Asia and Africa destroy the economic, social and cultural aspects of many countries of Asia and Africa. The result of this on world politics was such that First World War and Bolshevik Revolution took place. The greed of every country create enemy among them, and this inimical part or this enemy thinking cause of First World War. So dear students, let's start about these in details. The first is Western European and colonization in Asia and Africa. Now the Western European countries wanted to expand their empire in Asia and Africa. See, they have already expressed their greed that they want to establish empire, ruling, controlling some of the places of Asia and Africa. Now their greed for colonization did not spare even their neighboring countries. Imagine, this greed is that much high that they not spare their neighboring country. Means what? They attack on their neighboring country and try to capture that neighboring country. Now Spain had taken the control over Netherlands, Belgium and Luxembourg. I want to show you something. Now, here you can see this is the European subcontinent map, and you are able to see the sentence says that Spain had taken control over Netherlands, Belgium and Luxembourg. If you see carefully, okay, here we have a Spain, okay, here we have a Luxembourg, here we have Belgium, and here we have a Netherlands. So Spain cover up all these area, Luxembourg, Belgium and Netherlands. The next sentence is, when Portuguese king died without an heir, okay, means without prince, without successor, next person, Portugal come under the rule of Spanish king because of blood relation. So Spanish king and Portuguese king, they are in blood relation, something like cousins or something like that. And when this Spanish king comes to know that Portuguese king died and nobody is successor or the next prince, okay, from the same family, under that situation, automatically Portugal comes under the rule of Spanish king. So for 6 decades, 60 years, the monopoly of establishing colony in non-European countries was with Spain. So Spain ruled for 60 years. Imagine, for 60 years nobody asked for freedom. They don't have a Gandhiji like what we have, and they are part of the ruling of Spain. 60 years, 6 decades. Similarly, Italy and German states became the victim of the greed of France and Austria. So Italy and German state, they came under the ruling of France and Austria. I am just showing you. Here you can see France. Here you can see Austria. Okay. So France and Austria, they satisfied their greed. Okay. Upon whom? Upon Italy. Okay. Upon Italy and upon Germany. Okay. Clear? So in this situation, you are able to observe carefully that this Italy and Germany, these two, okay, they both control by or they both rule by 2 countries, okay, and these 2 countries, that is France and Austria. Here we have France, here we have Austria. They control on Italy and Germany. The next part I would like to talk to you is when the European powers were tightening their grip over Asian and African nations, many of the European nations which had become free following the footsteps of England and made many of Afro-Asian nations to their colonies. Now see what happened here. When the European powers were tightening the grip over the Asian and African countries, some European countries, they are controlling very tightly on some of the places of Asia and some of the countries of, or some nation of Africa. Many of the European nations, they become free. They got independent. Many European nations become independent and they follow the footstep of England. How England control other countries, same way many European countries decide that if England can able to control and capture and establish colonization on European countries and on Asian country and African country, then why we cannot go for? So that's why European nations follow the footstep of England, and they also do like what England did. They also try the level best to capture the places of Afro-Asian nation. Now the next point we have to discuss, that is colonialism. Okay, colonialism in Asia. Okay, can be asked for 2 marks or 3 marks. After strengthening its grip over India, England expanded its empire to Sri Lanka, Myanmar, that is Burma, Singapore and Malaysia. Okay, I repeat, after strengthening its grip over India, so already England controlled India, then England expand their empire, their kingdom to Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Singapore and Malaysia. So here we have a memory code, and the memory code is SMS. This is the memory code. Okay, clear? Double M is there. Okay, that is, first S stands for Sri Lanka, then Myanmar, Malaysia and Singapore. So SMMS, okay, or SMS you can see. Now after start controlling of these country, England enter into China also. See, now after talking about this country, now England go to China, but due to opium trade. Now opium means what? Opium is a drugs. Okay, you know, some people have a bad habit of this, they are addicted. So that this is one type of addicted drugs. Okay, so because of the drug trade between England and China, there were war from 1839 to 1842, which came to known as Opium War in history. Okay, there was war between England and China. Why it is called Opium War? Because opium trade. Now China lost this war, and thereby China lost 5 its ports to England. These 5 ports which were used for trade purpose, that is now in the control of England, where England could carry on their trade and thus expanded their empire. Okay, so here one thing is sure, that England won against China, and England established 5 ports, okay, for their own trade purpose, which was in the hand of China. Now after watching England control 5 ports, see what happened. Taking the advantage of China's weakness, Japan, Russia, Germany, France, Belgium, America also acquired trade and political rights. So these countries also, like England, established trade and political rights in China. And they are Japan, Russia, Germany, France, Belgium and America. You can prepare memory code for this if you wish to remember easily. Now after this, enormous oil resources in the desert region of West Asia, okay, the European to establish colonies there. England, Germany, Russia and America established oil companies in Iraq, Iran, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, and made efforts to take care of their own interests. Now see what happened. After this episode of China over, then so many European countries attract to West Asia. West Asia means what? Where we have a Iran, Iraq and all those countries. Okay, so these European country, okay, they are attract towards this West Asia because of availability of oil. So these countries, England, Germany, Russia, America, they all established their oil company in Iran, in Iraq, in Kuwait, in Saudi Arabia, Bahrain. For which purpose? To take care of their interest, to take care of their personal interest. These countries established their oil company over here and try to collect oil from Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia and Bahrain. Okay, fine. So this is what the discussion of colonialism in Asia. The next topic we have to talk about, that is colonialism in Africa, but that we discuss in our next lecture. Okay, so please, I have one request. Now onwards, whenever you do homework, okay, see the mark and accordingly write the answer, always in terms of points. All the answer must compulsory required to be in points. Okay, now in next lecture we talk about colonization in Africa. You can share your doubts to me through WhatsApp, or through this YouTube comments, and or else by email. I try my level best to solve your doubts as much as possible and as fast as possible. Okay, till then, please take care of yourself. Thank you.